Look what this boy has done this morning. He has cut a chunk out of his hair with scissors. So where have we got to go today?
Hospital.
No.
Barbers.
Barbers. Look at that. You can't see it, but he's took, like, can you see that? He's took a chunk right up here as well. And this whole bit here. Not as bad as Mummy. When I was little, Mummy had my hair in plaits. Do you know how Mummy wears a big plait? Like that, don't tell. When I have my hair like that, in a Elsa plait, well, Mummy, when I was little, I had 2 of them, and I cut one off.
Why?
Because I found some scissors when I was little, and I cut my hair, and then I also cut all the pillow up and everything.
Your pillow?
Yeah.
Did you cut
I was
your
smaller than you. I think I was about 2 or 3.
Mummy, did you cut your own pillows on your bed?
Yeah, I cut my hair, like, all the way up here.
Like Emily?
Yeah, no shorter than Emily's. And I cut all my pillow up. So not as bad as... you really are, Charlie, chunk today. You got there, you can see it. Do you see that chunk? Stay still. There. So, off we go to the hairdressers today to get Charlie's hair cut even shorter. And then what we're doing tonight?
Bonfire Night!
It's Bonfire Night tomorrow, but tonight we are going to a firework display and fair and stuff. So that'll be in tomorrow's vlog because I'll have needed to get the vlog up by then, I assume. So, yeah, you'll see that on tomorrow's vlog. Later on, I'm going to explain what Guy Fawkes Night is all about and why we all celebrate it in the UK. So, shall we go and sort this mop out? Yeah, let's go. Right guys, we've come into town because obviously we need to sort Charlie's head out, so we are just having a wander around, aren't we?
You don't want to see the haircut.
But where are you? There you are.
Mum, look.
Emily's sporting an awesome jumper today. She says it's her favourite now.
Sorry, not sorry. Okay.
Oh,
I'm not sorry.
Charlie is Robin Hood. How's she doing?
Because
Right. What?
Hey.
What is it?
Whoa. Can I get that shirt?
Oh, Emily's found a friend. Let you meet.
No.
Let you meet.
No.
Let me.
I want to get that cool shirt. She's going to hit you. That cool dino shirt.
What do you get?
Yeah, the dino shirt. This one.
That one.
Yeah. Can I get it?
Maybe we'll... Let's go get your haircut first, yeah?
It's a Slender Kid.
Do another one.
I saw that one. This is Emily Teaser. Pink on. Well, what's in? Well, what's in? Okay, everybody dance. Okay. Having a party in the elevator. Okay. Party in the elevator. Dancing on the floor. 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 Okay. Well, go.
Chocolate Brussels. Creepy crawlies.
Well,
you can ask Santa for it, because I'm not paying £7.50 for a couple of chocolate donuts.
guys.
These are like my favourite ever. What?
Listening to me.
What?
Come with me.
Emily's seen something. What have you seen?
I know.
I think Charlie needs to show you.
I've seen it.
What have you seen?
This stuff. Look, there's things that you can do. Desktop darts and table tennis. Stuff like
Festive
that.
bingo.
What's this? Hello? What is it? Are you a fairy? Hello? No.
Look at all the Harry Potter stuff. Look, it's a money box. It looks like a...
What?
Whoa!
Can you open it?
Oh look, cauldron mug. I want a cauldron mug.
What cauldron?
Coasters, I want a coaster. A bowl, I want a bowl. And Emily, I want an Emily.
What about this?
Travel mug, I want a travel mug.
Mommy!
What? This? I want this.
I want it. You're going crazy.
That's what you're
Mom.
like. It's been fixed.
Guys,
Very
look at
short.
that, guys.
Oh, that's what needs for Daddy. Give that snore what for? A little punching, pokey thing. Yes, that's what I need.
Whoa! I found a transformer. Guys, I found a transformer.
What do you think of your hair now, Charlie?
God, but look at this
Are you
transformer.
going to put it again?
Look at this transformer. So are you going to cut your hair again? No. Mom.
Yes, I'm still fully bar humbug about all of this stuff. It is November. Only just November. They're playing Christmas music and there's tinsel and elves and blinking all sorts. Just look at it. No! Look at that sky!
We got Shepherd's Delight.
Beautiful. We're up here, it's freezing. That is the most beautiful sky ever. I would just like to take a moment to personally thank Bat Dad for this.
Where do babies come from? Vaginas. They're not vaginas. Go watch Bat Dad. Vagina. Where do babies come from? Vaginas.
Billions and zillions of vaginas is what Charlie just said. Hey guys, okay, so we are back from getting Charlie's hair sorted out. It looks a lot better. Right, now I'm going to tell you the story of Guy Fawkes and Bonfire Night and why we in the UK celebrate it. So grab a cuppa and sit down to hear this really weird, gross story. And the strange... I don't even know why we celebrate it still, it's really weird. But anyway, okay, in 1605, there was a lot of unrest to do with religion and politics and everything like that. A big group of people came together and decided that they were going to kill King James I. And they were going to blow up the Houses of Parliament with him in it on the day that they opened Parliament, which happened to be the 5th of November, 1605. So they recruited a man called Guy Fawkes who was a dynamite explosives expert. But what happened is on the night the plot was foiled because somebody sent an anonymous letter to one of the lords saying don't go into work today. So everybody found out what was happening and the guards rushed down to the basement of the Houses of Parliament and caught Guy Fawkes red-handed with the explosives and everything. So all of the group was executed. Guy Fawkes was due to be executed as well. Now, back in 1605, the execution method was, for treason, was to be hung, drawn and quartered, which means you were hung from the neck until almost dead. You were then stretched by two sets of horses running in the opposite direction to dislocate all your limbs. And then if you're a man, your testicles were then cut off and then your intestines were spilled out in front of you and then you were beheaded. Not a great way to go. So even though most tradition says that Guy Fawkes was hung, drawn and quartered for the part he played in the plot, he actually wasn't. I don't know whether this was clever of him or what, but as he stood on the gallows waiting for his testicles to be cut off, he leapt to his death from the gallows and snapped his neck and died. Basically, when all this was over, bonfires were lit everywhere across the country to celebrate the fact that the king was safe, so that's where the bonfires come from. And it was actually made law and you had to celebrate Bonfire Night right up until 1859. It used to be quite a raucous event. People would get very merry and people would fight and all that sort of things. There'd be some civil unrest and until the Victorian times, and apparently things died down and got very prim and proper and people had bonfires and firework displays like they kind of do now. When I was a kid, there used to be a thing where they would like make an effigy type thing. They'd make their own guy and out of straw and old clothes, and then you'd go around and stand outside shops and stuff and say penny for the guy to make a couple of pennies during Bonfire Night, and then you would chuck that on the bonfire. That's also kind of stopped now. All that really happens now is you'll either have like a little bonfire and a little set of fireworks going off in your back garden, and you'll have friends around, have like a barbecue or whatever, or most of the time, as we are doing tonight, if it doesn't get any colder because it's freezing, is you go to big organised firework displays and there'll be a fair on and all that sort of thing. So that is why we celebrate Guy Fawkes Night. I hope you enjoyed that. See you later. So I totally noticed watching that back that the entire time through that story time that was spelt N because Charlie messed it up earlier. You loving your new hair? Is it still itchy? Yeah. We'll leave it for today and I will see you bright and early tomorrow. So see you later guys. 3, 2, 1.